Now if Congress wants to ban it. Yeah, all of Congress wants to ban TikTok. I know. Part of me, how do you feel about it, Alan?
About what? I missed that.
How do you feel about, Debbie, I don't think you have enough followers to join. Um, how do you, hey, famous, how do you feel about TikTok banning, um, I'm sorry, Congress wanting to ban TikTok?
Many times as TikTok has banned me for nothing, I don't really care.
Kind of how I feel. Who's Travis Kelsey? I don't even know who that is.
He's the brother of Jason Kelsey. He plays for the
Is that Taylor
uh,
Swift's husband?
who?
Is that Taylor Swift's husband? Is that why she mentioned Taylor?
That's her boyfriend.
Or boyfriend? Okay.
Yeah, he plays for the Kansas City Chiefs,
Oh,
and
that's
he's Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
I appreciate if Gangsta's still in here. I appreciate you. Why can't people just be real? It's sad. It's true. You're like Dar. You're part our token Democrat crew. Yep. I appreciate y'all. I know. I mean, I like I said before. I've just taken the Bernie Sanders approach, and like I'm not going to just not be friends with people just because they're on the opposite side of the political aisle. Like there's a lot of good people. A lot of good people. They believe
Oh,
what
if
they
you go down
believe.
my friends list, you'll find a lot of conservatives on there
I
because we talk. We
yep.
don't insult.
That part.
We don't get angry.
We don't act like we're better than other people just because we have different views or opinions. We try to talk and come to understandings.
Right. Like there's one guy that's on my friends list.
But Honey Badger is
He's
brutal, but
supporting Trump, but only because he doesn't want Biden.
hey, Gremlin.
Kind of the same reason I'm supporting Biden because I can't stand either one of them.
Yeah, I can't either. I really can't. I tell you how. Oh, look at that. They created a outlaw. Did he tell you? Oh, look at this. They have a few accounts. Oh no, it's the same one. I'll just mute that account. Oh, hey, rule breaking. Looks like full of crazy and the internet is forever. Yep. A dumb question, but why is she so obsessed with you? Nikki? Oh my God. Why are many? What can I say? Nikki
They
is
called her out.
Nikki's obsessed with me because I stood up to her and I called her out. She has posted, I've gone to her Facebook. I've done to her what she has done to me and everybody else. And that's what she doesn't like is that I've returned the energy fully to Nikki. And I probably stepped it up a little notch and then she stepped it up a notch and then I stepped like back and forth. But Nikki has been more vile than I or anybody could ever be. And she is obsessed because, as Nikki even points out on her own Facebook page, she doesn't like to be talked down to. She wants to talk down to everybody else. And she's made that very clear. She wants to put everybody else down. And I think that's how she makes herself feel better. I believe, in my heart, I believe that Nikki needs a lot of mental health therapy. She seems to cover it up and mask it with pills, medicine, whatever, self-medicating, as she says all the time. I don't think she's ever really gone through proper talk therapy, and I think she needs it desperately. That's my opinion of Jenny and Nikki. That's not, I'm not a doctor, but I've gone through enough and I've read enough and I've learned enough that I do feel that people like them suffer from, like Jenny, Nikki, Gwen, Kane, Penelope. I do feel like they suffer from narcissistic personality disorder or something similar to that because they all act like they're better than everybody else. They're all clueless. They never really take the time to examine themselves. And some of these motherfuckers, I believe they actually start to believe their own lies. Like, I do believe that Nikki is deranged enough and delusional enough that she actually feels vindicated and justified in her actions because I don't know if she's really willing to admit to herself the foul shit that she started or how she inserted herself just to be a bully. And that's all it is Nikki just likes to be a bully. She'll make up lies. I have videos of Nikki and Gwen and several other people where they say that the issue with me is this, that, and the other thing. And they're constantly changing the reasons. Like they can never stay consistent. And that's how you know when somebody is lying, when their stories are not consistent. And that's one thing that people have always said to me is that I'm consistent. And that's something that they never are. They're never consistent. They're consistent with their claims, but regarding details, never consistent. These motherfuckers are always lying.
Hence the song, "Why You Always Lying."
I will not be jumping. No, that's totally fine. Totally fine. I don't expect everybody to jump in a box. Nurses are going to spread the wildfire in this alley. TikTok reinforces this behavior. It really does. I've gotten offline a couple of times. The first time for my own mental health. The second time, I had a lot of other things going on, and I honestly wanted to focus on that other stuff. And I'm glad I did because I had a lot of shit to take care of. A lot of shit to take care of. And it slowed down quite a bit for me. And they were nonstop. Even when I was offline, Nikki especially would keep it going. And that's why I feel like Nikki and Jenny are two of the biggest problems on this app, along with Lady Guinevere 75. I mean, I do think that T. Nathan is a problem too, but I do think that he at least brings some good stories and awareness for his community. I do not like the fact that he constantly inserts himself in the gay community. Just because you wear nail polish does not mean that we accept you or that all of us do or that we even want you. Because quite frankly, I understand he has support from some of them because he has people fooled just like he used to have me fooled. And I understand that con artists are often people that are good looking with a lot of charisma. That's how they get away with it. And I used to think he was those things. Now I don't look at him the same because I know who he really is. And the content of somebody's character can make them or break them. For him, it broke it for me. It 100% broke it. I used to think he was a good looking man. I used to think that he was on the up and up. And I did my own research, and he's a disappointment. So is Lady Guinevere, so are a lot of them. Huge disappointments. I don't give a fuck what they think about me. I don't care how many videos they make. I don't give a fuck anymore. I just don't. Like, they can't be real. They're out here making 20 videos a day for show. If you need attention that bad in your life, good luck once TikTok is gone.
Now, which one was it that was trying to say that she was a certain age when she's obviously younger?
Oh, Gwen? Heather?
Was it Nikki or was that Jenny?
Oh, Jenny. Jenny was claiming that she's a 50-year-old lesbian. I proved that she wasn't. But I mean, I've also got documentation on her that proves exactly who she is. And I've also been able to verify through police records and reports that she filed, and I filed her real name. So she filed a report against me for somebody behind a troll account saying that they were within I can't even remember what it was. Somebody said they were like an hour or 2 hours or an hour and a half or something close, that she got panicked and she called the cops and told them that it was me. I was like, I wasn't even in the East Coast that time of year. I was like, maybe a little bit after that, but not then. I wasn't. Sorry. Wasn't me. Nice try. But they assume everything is me. Nikki constantly blames shit for me, and then Jenny will turn around and make a video and say it's somebody else.
Yeah.
Like right now, they're doing that. Jenny's accusing Brandy of being behind an account, and Nikki was accusing me. Nikki's still accusing me, and Brandy's come forward and said it's her. And Nikki still wants to accuse it of being me.
And that's the funny thing, because Brandy will tell you, right straight to your face, yeah, that's me.
Yep. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. Depends. Depends, because like I said, I've returned energy. So if they do something foul, I'm going to do that same thing back to them. So if anybody has any questions about why I've done anything to Nikki, well, you better go ask Nikki what she did first. You better definitely ask Nikki what she did first. Because I don't do shit just to do shit. Anybody that knows me knows that. And that's the funny part, is there's so many fuckers, there's so many people that have made these wild ass accusations and don't like me because of what other people have said. But the people that have actually taken the time to get to know me, even people that have called me out in videos, for other people and whatnot, once they take the time to get to know me and whatnot, they see that I'm not the person that everybody on that side makes me out to be. They see that they're liars, and then they lose people and they lose supporters one by one. Well, eventually the good side is getting more people. And that's what they don't like. Because more and more people leave them, and it may be slow. They may be very good at conniving people and fooling people. But as Gwen learned, you can't lie in a courtroom because you have to have proof.
Right.
Heather learned that the hard way. Hey, Ariel. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the rose. I'm so bad. You know what? I can never tell. Thank you for the heart too. Unless it's my live, I can never tell when somebody's gifting me, and I'm so bad at paying attention to the comments. Half the times I miss it. I only set the goal for one because somebody told me you kind of have to do that for TikTok to keep your live up or something. But other than that, I don't. Sorry, I'm distracted. There's something in my upper right-hand corner. Other than that, like I'll just use it to regift. And I hate that TikTok takes like 75% of it. I feel like everybody's spending their money to give it mostly to TikTok, and I hate that part.
Well, you know why I often tell people don't give me gifts?
Why?
Well, for one thing, like you said, I'm just going to probably use it to regift to someone else. But when I lost my really big account, I had all this money that was sitting there, and there was no way I could get it.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
And since I'm good at losing accounts, I just tell people, please don't gift me.
I know. I've tried to tell people that too, and they still do. So I try to re-gift it out before I lose it, because I'm like, this account seems pretty safe. I've learned how to keep this account pretty safe overall, by keeping everything on here to friends only, or just posting on my Honey Badger accounts. Like anything controversial for the most part, unless I really want it out. I'm learning how to what is a start show? How to run a show. Set the stage for guests to perform in turn. Oh no, I'm not going to do that to you, Alan.
Do what?
It's saying something about performing. I don't. So am I being, I want to hear from somebody in the comments. Well, it's only a couple people in here, but I typically remove people if you have very few followers. Like if you have less than 50 followers, I usually remove people because it's almost always a troll.
Yep.
There's somebody in here with 29 following, THMTH. If you want to stay in, you've got to say something and introduce yourself. So, my sister's closet.
That's another thing. Whenever I go onto somebody's live, I always, hello.
Oh, this
hello.
TikToker. I know who this TikToker is. Jenny, stay out of my live. I've got police reports filed on you, Jenny. I do not want any contact with you. You need mental health therapy. Stay out of my live. Do you hear me? Stay out of my live, Jenny. I don't want anything to do with you. You're not an honest person. You're not a good person. Go lie on your own accounts. In fact, contact Springfield Police Department if you have questions, Jenny, because I absolutely have been in contact with them regularly. Leave me the fuck alone. Now, like, she doesn't even realize what's coming her way. She has no fucking clue. I can always tell how it's Jenny, too. And if I could figure out how to change the screen, I'll show. Because it's always dashes and lines. Let me see if I could figure out how to change the wallpaper. Oh wait, not the wallpaper. I don't go into her lives. I don't follow them. That's the difference. See, what I don't do is I don't go follow them on their lives. What I don't do is I don't contact their family members just to be a creep. I only contacted Kane's family member to verify a GoFundMe when Kane himself was supposed to do that. And after a month and a half or 2 months of him not supplying proof because he took information from me about James and smeared it and turned it and twisted it, then I verified it. That was it.
And I mean, he had $1,500 sitting on the table. $1,500.
To prove his story. He absolutely did. We offered him $1,500 to prove his story, and that money would have gone to the GoFundMe, and he took his GoFundMe down and tucked tail and started smearing people and lying about people instead. And this is Lady Guinevere's good friend. Do you see the connection here over and over again? Lady Guinevere, problem, Lady Guinevere, Heather DeGroy, look her up, Port St. Lucie County Court records. You'll see for yourself. You'll see for yourself. Just go to, it's so easy to look up too. And this is what baffles me, is that this information is public record, and it is super, super easy to go look up. You literally can do a Google search for Port St. Lucie, Florida court records, type in her real name, and you can find her real name by doing a search from her screen name, and Google that, and it will come up with her real name. Type in her real name, Heather DeGroy. You'll see her records, Heather Lynn DeGroy. You'll see her records for yourself, at least the ones in Florida. She's got others too, for battery, harassment by phone call. She's not a good person. She is not a good person. She does not deserve almost 1 million followers. She does not deserve a platform as far as I'm concerned. I think she needs some mental health therapy, seriously. She's out here gaslighting, accusing other people of so much when she's actually one of the biggest problems, getting her and her friends to cause problems and harass other people.
Yep. And I mean, you can have a bad past and move past it and become a good person.
You'd have to first be able to admit what you've done, and that's something she seems to be incapable of. That seems to be something that Gwen is super incapable of.
And even if you don't do that, you can still become a good person and stop doing what it was that you did that made you a bad person.
You could. If they had any integrity, if they had any sense of self-worth. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't imagine not working and not contributing to society unless I was retired and did my time. But just like at this point in my life, I'm 55. I couldn't imagine just being like, well, you know what? Everybody else has to work, but I don't think I should. So I'm going to just go sit online and harass people all day, stalk people all day, dox their families, and then cry victim when people return energy to me. Like, you've got to be the lowest of the low to be doing that kind of stuff. And then harassing somebody's minor child. Oh, I'm getting flagged I'm getting flagged. Let me submit feedback. And then I'm going to restart. My live talking about anybody specific. So if you have a
Okay.
Sorry, my phone died.
That's okay.
I was like, oh shit, the live got cut off. Nope. But you know what? I am going to restart it because I didn't get to submit the thing. So actually, I think I'm probably just going to end the live. I might go join somebody else's if they're up, but I'm just going to end this live for now because they keep reporting it anyway.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you joining, buddy.
All right.
Always appreciate you and talking to you.
Yep. Sorry I was asleep the other night when you called.
Oh, don't worry. We'll catch up sometime. Good to meet you too, Rabbit. All right. We'll chat later.
All right.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
Take it easy, Rabbit.
Oh, follow Rabbit. They're calling out P3DOs and essayers.